So the next one I'm be talking about is Street Fighter 5. So it was announced on a PlayStation event called the PlayStation Experience that Street Fighter 5 is going to be made, except, of course, one catches. It will be exclusive to the PS4 and PC. So, first of all, we don't mean it's exclusive, but it's also in the PC. So, why is that exclusive? I'm gonna explain that a little bit later, but I know for some, and if you're a PC gamer, you might get offended, so I'm gonna apologize in advance. But first, I want to give my thoughts about Street Fighter 5. First, in general, okay, well, I like Street Fighter. I play Street Fighter for all four version or five version. Yeah, I think there were four version, five, four. I think it was four version. Vanilla, Super, Arcade Edition, and Ultra. I have all of them. I'm a Street Fighter fan. I think Street Fighter 4 is good. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So, I mean, it's not bad. I'm a casual Street Fighter guy. I don't really play for ranking or like the FGC really hardcore. And of course, you've seen me one of my Mega Mix game showcase and commentary of Street Fighter 4, and you see how Sakai played. So there you have it. So am I really excited for Street Fighter 5? I am a Street Fighter fan, but right now I'm like, eh, another Street Fighter. Whoopee. No offense. It's because it's been the Street Fighter doesn't die. I mean, it's so much relevant that every year there's a Street Fighter 4 version, another version, another version. And granted, Street Fighter 5 probably gonna play a little bit different than 4. I did see the videos, but to me, Street Fighter is Street Fighter. That's it. You punch, kick to the max, Hadouken, Shoryuken. And that's basically it. That's what I think of Street Fighter. So it's good. There's going to be another Street Fighter. I guess another good news also that Charlie from Street Fighter Alpha series is going to make a comeback. So you get to see a 3D model of Charlie, aka Clone Guile. But that's just me. Whatever. So yeah, great. Street Fighter 5 is coming, and the story is supposed to take place after Street Fighter 3. So again, not really into the Street Fighter lore. So again, good Street Fighter. Sort of surprising that it'll be a PlayStation 4 exclusive, but then I'll explain that now. So this is wouldn't it shouldn't really be a surprise in the first place about Street Fighter 5 being exclusive, because last year when they're doing all their commercial for the Street for PlayStation 4, remember there was a commercial on the PlayStation about Hadouken Cap. All right, it's supposed to be Street Fighter about Taxi. I know it's kind of weird, but it's a Sony commercial that talks about something to do with Street Fighter. I know it's a cab, so you kind of get a hint there that maybe Sony and Capcom are doing something with Street Fighter. So I mean, it sort of was written there. The hint was over there. It's just we just say, nah, impossible. Well, anything can be possible, so there you have it. And when they announced it, it's going to be PS4 and PC version. There won't be an Xbox One. There you go. And of course, here's another argument, and Angry Joe did make an argument about it, and also Miles923, aka Maximilian, the fighting game fanatic guy. Okay, guy, he loves fighting game to the max. Yeah. So I listened to both sides of the argument. First of all, the reason again Street Fighter 5 is a PlayStation 4 exclusive is the same as Bayonetta 2 being exclusive to Nintendo, because Nintendo funded Bayonetta 2. They kind of did the same thing with Street Fighter 5, and that Sony basically funding the game. Because as everybody knows, Capcom don't, I don't know, maybe they're making a lot of money now, they're making profit, but still, They don't have a lot of money in the bank, so for them to actually make a full-fledged game is a miracle, i.e., Resident Evil Revelation 2. So there you go. So maybe Sony said, "Hey, we'll help you, help us, we'll help you, we'll fund the game," and there you go, Street Fighter 5. So first of all, could Capcom really make Street Fighter 5 by themselves? Well, Angry Joe believed that they could because it's a big franchise. Maybe, but again, you gotta keep in mind they don't have a lot of money in the bank. But Max argued was that yeah, they probably could do it on. They could probably make Street Fighter 5 on their own, but it'll take a long time, maybe 2018 or 2019. So if you're a Street Fighter fan, a Uber fan, like a super fan, would you want to wait until 2018, 2019, 2020 for Street Fighter 5 if Capcom just decide to make it on their own and make it multi-plat? Or do you want it so now? Now. There's always an option for the PC. Let's do it now. Maybe it'll be released by 2016, 2017. I mean, for me, I would say 2016 because there's just too much Street Fighter right now. But that's just me. But again, you want it now. There you go, Street Fighter 5. So, I mean, your choice. It's a yin and yang. You want it as soon as possible, then Sony's willing to do it. Or if you want to wait so to get it also in the Xbox One, then you probably want to wait for a long time. I mean, I gotta agree with Maximilian there. Even so, the Street Fighter is a million seller. You also gotta keep in mind that again, Capcom doesn't have a lot of money in the bank because they keep screwing up a lot of their decision. I mean, what do you want them to do? So that's my thought. I mean, I think at least you're getting a Street Fighter. At least it's gonna be in a PC also. I mean, it's an option. I always say I always love options. That's why one thing I always commend Xbox One or Microsoft does is they give you an option to have it on the PC version, such as Rise and what's the other one? Dead Rising 3. And I know Review Tech USA is against it. I'm sorry, but again, Review Tech USA option always a good thing. More option, more people will like it. They'll throw more money. That's just my opinion about it. That's my perspective. So, Street Fighter 5 for PS4, okay, maybe it's a little bit problematic, but since there's also an option to play it on a PC, I don't see the difference. Again, it's just me. So now I'm going to transition to PC gaming versus console gaming. Max also mentioned this, and I kind of sort of again agree with him. The reason why it's also PC because nothing offense to the PC gamer is that console business they don't see PC as a competitive. They don't. Because I guess it's a different architect, it's a different perspective, and the people play there are maybe different people. Again, I don't know. Excuse me. So that's why. I mean, heck, I play game in console. I also play game on PC. I got Steam. I got a lot of games from Steam, and if you see some of my Megamix games showcase, I use Steam to showcase some of the games. So for me, it doesn't matter. They're all the same because, and I'm gonna let you know, my PC right now is really old. It's like 15 years old. So some of the game doesn't work, but heck, it's still running well, sort of smooth. So I'm having fun. I'm not complaining with the graphics and the frame rate. I mean, if it works, it works. So Steam is a good example. It's a good option for console because the way I see it's that say family member are hogging up the console. I want to play video game. What do? I go to Steam. I'll play games there, and that's it. And I do apologize. Like I said, I'm sick. I mean, for goodness sake, I got multiple version of game on different platform. I got, like I said, Sonic All-Star Transform for 3 different platforms. The Vita, the Xbox 360, and the Steam version. again, it's optional, so I can play it in multiple version if I want to play it. And so there's no, I don't see a problem putting it on the PC. And saying it exclusive, I think, like Max said, I think you can say console exclusive than in the PC. Because again, PC is always an alternative for a console. That's just my thoughts about it. And like, and also another game Rare, Microsoft Studio, if you're listening, it would be nice. Killer Instinct, put it on the PC. Just saying. More people will play it. Because they're not a fan of Xbox One. Nothing personal, but if you put it in a PC, maybe they'll support your game more. I'm just saying. Man, I am down with a cold. So that's my thoughts about Street Fighter 5 being exclusive. Well, Street Fighter 5 in general, okay, good. Another Street Fighter. Not really uber fan. Exclusive to the PS4, I guess it was a Bayonetta situation. It's either you want it now by 2016 or you want to wait until 2018. Just saying. And as for console versus PC, they're all the same. Come on, there's no. Come on, let's not argue about it. It's kind of messed up. The way I see it is just option. Can't play your console, go to the PC, or vice versa. That's all I'm just saying. Steam is good. I tried Origin, they're good. It's about playing games. It's just about playing game to the platform you prefer. That's it. Option and playing video game. That's all I'm just gonna say. Alright, so with that, the next one I'll be talking about is Lucky Chloe and how some of the fans are not too happy.